Kabir. Kabir. You know, I've always had some kind of a joke within me. It was only lately that I realized what it really was. Actually, maybe 5 or 6 years back, or perhaps since our first night. You know what, Kabir? I hate to admit this, but I think this feeling has been there since then. There was something I've always wanted to tell you. I've been keeping this within me for a very long time. Now I think it's time I tell you everything. You know what, Kabir? I think our life is perfect, but there are some unfulfilled desires that can be fulfilled only by you. You know something? Every night I go to bed hoping that you'll understand my sexual desires, and every morning I wake up regretting not having the courage to tell you about it. I don't know how you're going to deal with this, Kabir, but you need to start thinking about my desires, my fantasies. At times, you really amuse me. How you fail to understand that there's something so seriously wrong with our relationship. You might say that we have sex often, but that's not the point, Kabir. Just pulling this blanket and laying on top of me is not sex. That's not what sex should be all about. That's probably your way, not mine. You know what, Kabir? For me, it's about excitement, it's about passion. It's the process. It's a journey, how we get there. I mean, have you ever asked me about my fantasies? You know, Kabir, I have this overwhelming fantasy about tying you to the bed and getting as wild as maybe that couple in the first film we saw together. I hope you remember. It may sound silly, but ever since that film, I've always fantasized tying you to the bed and having complete control over you, doing things to you, and getting you to do the things I like. It surprises me how you never feel like having a nice long bath and maybe over a nice glass of champagne. I've always wanted to do that. Wow, something as simple as that. But that is my fantasy. And would give me much more pleasure than maybe even making love. Not that I've grown to dislike sex. I think I crave for it even more, in the hope that one day all my desires will be fulfilled by you. It's just that these desires have clogged in me for such a long time. I can't seem to take it anymore. I just want you to make them happen. You know what, Kabir? Why is it that you always dominate me in bed? In every other matter, you always put me forward. But when it comes to sex, my desires remain hidden. These frustrations, they've settled deep within me. And so, I'm never at peace with myself. At times I really feel like leaving everything and just running somewhere and just being with you, do nothing. Even after 15 years of marriage, I still feel like that. I feel like doing it. So right now, I don't mind confessing this fact. I still crave for your hugs. Crave to be in your arms at night. Feel safe and hear you whisper sweet nothings. Who said this is something only young lovers do? Who said we can't have strong physical urges? I can, and every woman at any age can. It is high time, Kabir, that men like you realize this. If men have the choice to seek pleasure from outside, I'm afraid we too have other options.